Hello there. Good evening. Good afternoon. West Side with a royal family. It's your girl Lay of Natural Lay, spiritually known as Luna La Negra. Thank you so much for being here this wonderful, beautiful Thursday day. Today is Interdependence Day. If you follow Pretty Boss, then you understand why I said that. But yes, happy beautiful day and happy still new moon in Cancer energy. We still have the total solar eclipse energy here. So there's a lot of beautiful energy in the building. So thank you so much for being a part of that. Peace to all the guys and goddesses tuning in now and who will be tuning in later. Please make sure you let me know who you are, where you're from, how you're feeling, and what you're doing right now in the chat. I do respond. And without further ado, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you also subscribe, turn on post notifications, like, and share this video with at least one person. So thank you for doing that as well. So now, if you, again, are new to the channel, welcome. And here, I greet us with a divine prayer. And this time, I will continue with our Anapakoa prayer, which is a divine prayer in the language of Sanskrit. Anapakoa, Gidilat Yuminka, Tatir Tizrura, Kabelwana, Amsha, Sagvenu, Taharanu Nora, Nagibor, Dorshei Gadeka, Karabat Shamra, Barkum Taram, Rakamel, Tazikateka, Tamir Gamlan, Chasin Kadosh, Baraf Tufka, Nelarateka, Ikid Ge Lam Chapanez, Okre Kadushateka, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushman, Tazakatanu, Yadeta Alamot, Rukshin, Kavod Malkuta, Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we blessed up. As you can see, we are outside yet again. We are trying to remain as grounded as possible during these times. And just in general, and I've been loving it. Cali has been having some beautiful weather. So we just want to partake and get as much of the sunlight in, as much of this, freshest air, So yes. So all right, this video is an unveiling video. So we do have a couple packages that I'm going to open on camera, live with y'all. And what edition is this? It's number 7, and I believe it's called Rebirth. Yes, Rebirth. That's actually really cute. If you, yeah, I like that. Okay, so the Rebirth edition. I haven't even done my new moon ritual yet, and I'm already on cloud 9 because I already know, I've already seen what's about to happen. So I'm just super excited, and I'm just like, let me enjoy this point one last time before it just get jumping. Let me just, just bask in this. You also want to live in the moment and be in the right now, because all we have is now. Like, time does not exist. So it wouldn't. I'd be remiss if I did not just be still and be in the moment. So I encourage you to do that if you can at any point ever. So with that being said, if you've been keeping up, definitely a lot of spiritual growth and evolution happening. We are evolving in numerous ways. And so I titled this the Rebirth Edition, especially after this new moon and into the next new moon, especially since this is the last half of the year, it's time to do things differently, family. And in order to do things differently, you have to be a different you. And a different doesn't have to mean bad. So death, hurrah and yay, and death, yes, boom, to the old us, hurrah, and welcome the new us, the us that doesn't come from hurt and pain and emotion, but has emotional intelligence and understanding. Pardon, y'all know the day. So it's going to be 4:44 and 5:55. Oh my goodness. Gunshots swung. Well, not gunshots, fireworks. I apologize. I just kind of thought it was funny. But oh my goodness. I just got to type it in my notes real quick. I keep track of all the angel numbers and synchronicities I receive. So, and then I put like a little mini description of like what happened or what was my thought, just so I can like have some kind of reference. Yeah. So okay, Ashe. So yeah, y'all, I don't know. We've surrendered, and we're gonna continue to surrender. It does me wonderful to not have to work hard anymore, or working smarter. And I've already sown my seeds. So as a human goddess, it is just now time for those seeds to sprout, and for me to enjoy the fruits of my labor. So that's where we're at. And I guess in this new mentality and thinking, this particular item that we're going to start with, just right away, I had to get it. Again, we still have Amazon Prime. Shout out to Amazon for shooting us another free 30 days of Amazon Prime. And it was just perfect that this was able to get here in 2 days. So truthfully, this did come in on Monday, but I, especially not wanting to, I just wanted to stand down as Master Mitchell Gibson told us to do, or advised us not to this, because you have free will, do whatever you want. But it was advised to just kind of just lay low for, the 3 days. And so I did. I just didn't do much of anything strenuous. I've just been like chilling in the best way. So I've been needing rest. All of my oracle cards have been telling me to rest. So rest it shall, it was, and it continue to shall be. So yeah. So yes, in, just alignment and in arriving, this book spoke. Yeah, I might give it away sometimes. Well, okay, y'all know I'm a natural nerd, so I reinvest in myself by getting like educational materials, or aside from like business materials, but something that is for pleasure. That it looks so amazing. But I don't know, y'all. Like I feel like I'm like a juke, like not a jukebox, but just like a repeating track right now. Like I just love to read, and I just love when I'm led to something that can benefit me, which benefits the collective. So, as you may know, and if you don't know, one of my spiritual brothers is Brother Chris Enlightened. He does have a YouTube channel page. Please make sure you check out The Enlightened Journey, THEE, Enlightened Journey. We did purchase, or we do have the Poverty Consciousness book, which is and was amazing. I'm gonna definitely go in for a second read. And it is a book, a part of our book club. Our book club will be starting either fall or winter. I'm gonna see how that plays out. But if you want to be ready and have a head start, then you might want to definitely grab that. They're definitely in previous videos as well. And one of these links is going to take you to what's called my Amazon idea list, and I titled it YouTube Live Recommendations. So anything that I kind of share here, or like recommend, I definitely like to share. So I'm going to share with you where I got it from. Cheapy gloss kind of does the thing. But anywho, yeah, his work is amazing. I have grown so much because of this brother's wisdom and just his gifts and his magic. And so to continue not only to support, but in alignment with where I currently am now and will be. And it's even kind of like confirming one of my next projects. The Enlightened Talk, a book of enlightened poems by Christopher E. Huffman. We don't address him as such, but yes, Brother Chris Enlightened. I'm so excited. I myself write poetry. If you didn't know, most of my captions are mostly some of my poems or my music. So I definitely really try to fuse everything that I do into like a concrete thing. And I've been doing this my whole life, hence why I've always felt out of place, because I understood that I had more than one talent and gift, and I didn't want to present it in a traditional way. And here we are, just continuing to mold and grow and really be true to that. And I am so excited for this book. What's so hilarious is I think I said in the previous a few videos ago, if you see, my ring is gone. My Eye of Horus ring has gone. 10 to 10. Oh, Ashe. Creating our own realities, our new realities. And I gotta take that. But yes. I remember saying that I kind of wanted the ring to be lost because I remember part of it's some people say Thoth, some people say Thoth, however you want to pronounce his name, Jehuti. You can pick one and be cool. But I said that I wanted to lose the ring because I'm part of this Thoth's story. He pretty much like overcomes, both, if I'm not mistaken, Horus and Ra. And so I kind of took that as a challenge for myself, like without even knowing it, like, like elevate pretty much like a self-elevation test. So the ring was lost literally on the way. Like once I got to trap art, if you remember, I performed a trap art. So things are just funny. I'm seeing a whole lot of synchronicities, even more things are being revealed to me in ways that like in just so many ways. It's just so beautiful. So yes, this book right here, I know is going to tantalize my frontal lobe. So let's see. Let's see if I can give a turn to this. Ooh, I'm just going to give you the two titles: 2020 Vision and Hear This. That's the page I turned to. So I don't want to read it yet, but yeah. So yeah, got the book. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm so excited. This feels so good. I can feel the energy and the love that you did put into these words. And I can't wait to read them and enjoy them further. So definitely cop this book. Please, please, please. If you love poetry, even if you don't, if you want to learn something about yourself. All right. Yay. So in book plugs, I'm definitely at a point right now where I definitely feel there's nothing left to prove. And so I'm only supporting those who genuinely and have supported me. So I'm no longer going out of my way for individuals. But I definitely have to plug this goddess. I have to plug in Prima Diamond. She's an MPire team member. She's my beautiful cousin. She's a beautiful soul and spirit. Excuse me. She as well as multi-talented. And today she released a pre-order for her new book. It's called The Sunflower That Bloomed Without Water. It's available on Amazon, and you can find, yeah, that's what it looks like. So The Sunflower That Bloomed Without Water is coming out soon. I believe July 12th. What's today? Right. So don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's about round accurate. So I definitely wanted to just say that I support. I'm so excited. I caught my copy, so I definitely would love for you to copy yours if you feel compelled to. It's gonna be a book. How about that? Now you might have to get it. Like you literally, like you have to get it. So I'm hosting. I don't even know what it is. It's not even like a big deal, like a raffle, but pretty much if you decide to support and purchase her book, I will enter you to a raffle for a free Stay Magical Always sticker. So again, we have Stay Magical Always merch. It is not just something I say, it is something I stand by and uphold and live by every day of my life and encourage others to do so. It's a new world order, it is a decree and declaration. And I would love to give someone one of these. So if you send a screenshot to me of your purchase of, again, The Sunflower That Bloomed Without Water, you know what? Let's do it for both. If you purchase either one of Brother Chris Enlightened's books, so whether it be Poverty Consciousness, Wealth Consciousness, or the Enlightened cloth, or the sunflower that bloomed without water, all available on Amazon, and it will be in the description box link below. I will enter you. If you send me a screenshot, again, you can send it via email, you can DM it, however you can get it to me, get it to me. And you will have an opportunity to win a free sticker. And if you know me, you know I'd be adding extra goodies. So I don't know. I'm just saying it's going to be good. So that is just my way of giving that love back. This is all an energetic recycling. So, I just want to just pay it forward and just send this love. So by showing love to them, I'll show you some love, and everybody's going to keep getting this love. So yay! Book plug, book plug, book plug. Also, since we're on the topic of books still, like I said, natural nerd. I went to the library last week and I checked out 8 books. Various topics, one genealogy, one self-publishing. Hence why I'm stuck on this book category right now. Are we writing our phones? But anywho, even though this isn't the synchronicity edition, I've definitely, in the rebirth, you know how, okay, so now you know how, they were born in amniotic fluid, if I'm saying that correctly. And so pretty much we're able to swim for a long portion of our lives until we stop learning that skill. And I've always felt like a mermaid. I know I'm a mermaid. I've also been told I have fairy energy. I have a lot of energy. So at this point, I feel like I'm a shapeshifter. But yes, the theme of mermaids has been coming about more and more and more. If you saw the painting, one of the paintings I did recently with all of my social media handles, at the bottom it says Mermaid Squad, and I glued a Costa Rican shell that I got from Costa Rica back in 2016 to it, and it says Mermaid Squad. I have a Mermaid Squad placard hanging on my wall over my altar. I heavily resonate with mermaids and the ocean and water. I love water. I love blue. I love. So, even in Miss Pravala's reading today, it was for a whole different person, but it felt like it was for me. But what was so interesting was yesterday, this was the first book I read out of the 8 that I checked out, and it's called A Survival Guide for Landlocked Mermaids. And I can't even remember how I came upon this book, because it was for sure a recommendation. So I had the book in my Amazon cart because I knew I wanted to read it at some point. But I'm at the point where I'm like, well, if it's at the library, I'll check it out first before I purchase it. Or if I'm able to purchase it, then I'll purchase it. It goes either way. It doesn't matter. And I'm telling you, this book, it just hit the nail on the head. If you've ever felt like you don't belong, or you're a child of many universes, or oh man, this just spoke to my soul. Hold on, let's do this. It opened to the same page. Okay, I'll read this one passage. It says, well, first let's look at the image. And I like to read to y'all. I'm gonna read to you. Isn't the image so pretty? Look at this. Look at all the look. I'm not going to decode this right now because this video is going to get super, super long, because I kind of want to do something else. So I'm gonna just move it along. But it says, when the moon was full, she felt the tug of the tide. So what's going on right now with all these energies? Everybody's in their feelings. They are having to make decisions, forced and presented with things that they either need to decide to cut and let go fully and release and love, or hold on and be stuck in the same cycle of repetition. I mean, right? So it has the way this book is structured is like a picture and a poem. And I picture the poem. So this one says, or reads, improvise oceans. When tidal waves of stress wash you ashore and you're crawling along like a gasping lungfish, it's time to create a makeshift sea. Run a bath and sink down deep. Dunk your head underwater and revitalize your halo. Stay in long enough to get your shimmer back. And drink water. It keeps a mermaid juicy. A stressed out siren resembles salt cod more than a sea goddess. I just love that. We just need to just pause, reflect, and reconnect. That's all. So I feel like now I'm in that reconnect period. We're reconnecting with my higher self, my child self, like both. I'm able to parent myself better because of this marriage. I feel like I'm marrying myself today. It's kind of literally why I wore white. Like I'm marrying myself for the first time, like all of me. I'm not afraid of any parts of me anymore. And so there's just beautiful synchronicity with that. So the reason I brought this book up, in addition to talking about books, is because the San Bernardino County Library is also having their own book program this summer. So they're having a book program, and it's called Tales of Enchantment. So look at how cute this is. Oh my, I was just like, because they have like little lanterns and stuffs and like cutouts in the library, all about the library. And so I was kind of like, I want that, I want that, but I don't think I can have them. But yeah, each week they have, it's a specially themed weekly program, summer reading program, Read for Rewards, and they have an app as well to track your status, which is called Beanstack. Not endorsed, but thank you, Beanstack, for making this easier. So I joined because I love to read. The last time I was in like a book group, like competition for reading type of thing, was in middle school, and I loved it. So yes, there's summer reading program. It's a 5-week program, I think. Yeah, I feel like I'm making up some numbers. I don't know. It's a summer long program, and you can either, so there's a children's program, a teen program, and an adult program. So anyone of every age can participate. That's what makes it so cool. I'll put the website so you can read the details, but the reason I'm plugging this as well is if you, your family, and I get that this may be kind of exclusive to my area, so I do apologize, but let's say your town is hosting some kind of a summer book reading program, definitely like send me a picture, like an email or something, and say like, hey, well, I didn't join that one, but I joined the one in my local town. Send me the screenshot, and I'll enter you again in the raffle for a free sticker. So hello. So even if it's not San Bernardino County, again, you join the summer reading program. And if you have one in your town, definitely let me know. Let me know you signed up. You're going to participate. So for the adult program, because they have different, again, like requirements, but the adult program is a little bit less because, they understand, like, I guess grown folks got things to do. But you do receive a free bag just for signing up. So I got a cute little yellow bag, little tote bag, and you receive a weekly incentive for reading at least one book per week. Limit one reward per participant per week. So, yeah, it's lit. I'm excited. So I finished my mermaid book yesterday. I logged that. So that's my book for the week. At my library, we can check out 50 books for 2 weeks, in addition to like DVDs and audiobooks and things of that nature, movies if you need it. So whether you're doing like summer research, self-research, whatever you're doing, you just want to have fun, but have fun while having fun. I encourage you, again, please to get your read on. Studying is so vital. Information doesn't click and is not really well received if it's not sought. So seek the knowledge that you wish to receive. Ashe. Okay, so we nerded out for a little bit. We saw a glimpse of little Lele. She gets really, really excited over like cute things. The last package that came in is this. So I will open this for you. This is something that when I run out, I try to order a couple more. Unfortunately, the original company I get this from, they're sold out. And there was only one left from this alternative company. But just as Mystic Jasmine will say, aka Mystic at the Crossroads, Jasmine Atten, shout out. Just like you always want to keep a money candle burning, you also want to always be in that receiving of money energy. And the best oil to do that with is bayberry. That's that money drawing oil. I love, 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 love. Live by bayberry oil, okay? Yes. So this is a 1/2 ounce by Body Relax. Um, yes, it's lit. I adjust candles with this. It's actually one of the main ingredients in the Goddess Body Spray. So if you are interested in the Goddess Body Spray, let me know. There is a new recipe. I am actually making the new batch tomorrow. I'm going to use tonight for my new moon ritual, and then tomorrow with the freshness and with the newness, we'll just go ahead in and just kill the game. So that's the other thing that came in. So the 2 items that we have unveiled today are, once again, The Enlightened Thoth, a book of enlightened poems by Brother Chris Enlightened, aka The Enlightened Journey, that is his channel name, and Bayberry Oil, great for money drawing, smells amazing. It's like a sweet, citrusy kind of aroma. Amazing, 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 amazing. So, yay! All of these items you can find, including the books that I recommended for the raffle. They're all available on Amazon. Again, I will put the link in the description box. So come back after this um, for my Amazon idea list called the YouTube Live Recommendations. So that way you can partake in these lovely energies and these items to help elevate you on your journey. So I kind of wanted to end this video with like a mini reading. So I guess this is like a combo video. But if you saw recently, one of the other items that we have recently ordered and received are my beautiful deck of crystal mandala oracle cards. They are just so beautiful and magical, and they just make me so happy. And I've been working with them beautifully. You know, I stood down for 3 days, so I truthfully haven't done my general reading for myself today, but I literally, even in the 3 days of standing down, I was just like, well, you're doing it. Like, as it got later in the day, and like, even though I wanted to, I was just like, nah, just like, just chill. I was like, well, whatever it is, I'm pretty sure you're doing it, aka resting. Like, I just needed to rest. So I'm so honored and glad that I got to do that and continue to do that. Listen to my body. Please listen to your body. But my readings have been popping, y'all. Like, everything that I felt is just being confirmed again and again and again and again. That's why I'm just like, damn, this all feels like deja vu right now. Like, everything is just, we're catching up to ourselves, y'all. We're getting there. So, I kind of wanted to show the readings that I've done on myself, because I do kind of take the pictures. I take the pictures of the spread, and I just want to show y'all. Just look at this, like just how lit this is. So I'll only show these 3. I don't know if I'm gonna continue to keep showing my personal drawings, but I just want to let y'all know we tapping in and it's lit. Oh my gosh. Like it's just so beautiful to just be in alignment and to just have this much fun. I haven't had this much fun in a while. Like, and I know that sounds crazy to say, like, well, words bring you fun. Yes, the littlest things bring me joy. Not working as hard brings me joy, and not overthinking everything brings me joy. So yes, to see what I'm supposed to do versus what I think I'm supposed to do, that's a win in my book. So when I I said I was gonna do a reading the night that I got them. I wasn't gonna do it live, but here are the results of night 1. Of day 1. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but we had unconditional trust, read the energy, wild compassion, and your time to shine. Isn't that beautiful? And I just boo-hooing and shit, Pardon, I'm really trying not to partake in foul language, but it was just so beautiful. I'm telling you, like, and they've been so on point. Like, this isn't just me living in La La Land. I'm just like, oh, like, no, like you really are about this. And the one that just keeps standing out to me is read the energy. My energy reading abilities have shot up. And that's what I feel like I've kind of pretty much have been doing. Again, I'm claircognizant, so I know that I'm able to do things without knowing that they're a thing. but I've always relied on how I felt about things. Hence why, like, I stopped just doing a lot of stuff or hanging out with certain people or like, and I can like, and I would feel nothing about it. I was like, nah, it didn't feel right. Like, it didn't feel right. I always relied on my feeling. And so for Coach to reiterate that you have to go with your gut and not the mind was so beautiful. And again, read the energy. The cards came in, and I guess we'll kind of tie it with the fact that Cali had an earthquake today. We had a 6.5 in LA. What is 6 and 5? 11. 11 is a spiritual number. That is 1 and 1 coming into 2. That is union, divine union. Or I'm coming to my divine union. And I feel like, of course, everything starts with self. But again, I feel like I feel like I married myself today. Like, I'm going to get all cute for tonight too. Like, it's a beautiful feeling to be here. It's crazy what you have to go through to get here, but it's beautiful at the end of the day. And, with that read the energy card, at first, what was so interesting was I was laying in bed. So this morning, I was laying in bed and I was just scrolling through. There's this one funny guy. I can't think of his name right now. I'll have to plug him later or plug him in the comments. But I just binge watching his videos and I just was doing nothing but laughing. Like, I just was enjoying myself this morning, just laying in the bed, carefree, just laughing, just having a good time, not thinking, And as I was laughing, it was 10:34 a.m. So I remember it was 10:34 a.m. and I'm laughing, and I feel like the bed starts to feel like a water bed. Long story short, I had felt the earthquake, and I'm usually not awake for earthquakes. I was awake this time. I was like, oh, I felt it. Like, I automatically knew that it was an earthquake, but I didn't realize that it was a 6.5 until way later. Like, I didn't realize literally the magnitude of how serious this was. I was just like, oh, it's just because in Cali, like, it happens all the time. So like, it's just normal. But what was so interesting was, so I yelled down the stairs, once it stopped, and because yeah. So I waited till safety cleared. I was like, y'all okay? Everybody's all right? No one else had felt the earthquake with me. So I had like one of those Freaky Friday moments. I was like, I can't be the only one who felt that. Like, me and these pets, like, that's it. Because I know they felt it too. Fast forward to later in the day, I go back in the kitchen and it was apparently all over the news. It was the only thing. Apparently, after I had asked if everybody was okay, that was the story the news had ran since 10 o'clock. And I was told this at like 2, like 4 hours ago. And I was like, oh, like that? So I had no idea, right? So here's what I'm getting at. In this reading into the energy, I automatically added up the 6 and 5 and got 11. I understood what that meant. And what's so interesting was, since I was awake, I was just like, maybe there's some kind of a correlation between those who feel it and those who don't. Like, we're literally being shaken up for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Every time I say something, I get like winds of confirmation. So thank you for the wind. Thank you for the trees. Thank you for the sunlight. Thank you for everything. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Y'all, it's lit. But I feel like, well, not even I feel like, people on Earth, there's definitely some energies at play. I believe I saw pictures of like cracks in the roads. There's powerful energies at play, and they're not here to fuck around. Excuse my French. I know I said I just wanted to look. It's beautiful energy here as well, and people are being called. It's now, or I don't say now or never, but it's now. It is right now. We have to listen to the message. So I just feel like the energy is calling us to say, hey, like, we're about this, and I am the vessel you can utilize to carry out the rest of this mission. So I found that rather interesting. How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts on that? Like, yeah, okay. But yeah, so I, definitely hope everyone's okay. But there's two sides of the spectrum, just like there's two sides of a pendulum. There's two sides to everything, or more than one side. But the people who felt that it's either it's time to do something differently, or it's your time. And I'm gonna just leave it there. So I just kind of wanted to read into the energy just to get a general idea of how to best use this interdependent day because we're no longer independent. We are now independent. We always felt the love and the security within ourselves, but it is now time to fuse with another who is here for you. And just really do the work that you came here to do. But it's going to be okay to be you this time, because you won't lose yourself this time, because you are both individuals just coming together as a force. So I would like to, I guess I don't want to like confirm that. Yeah, that was just one reading. The other two were just as amazing. I'm not going to show those, but I'm here to do this work, and we're doing it. So I would like to ask for just something to kind of close us out with, a general message of this energy, how to best utilize it going forward. I know for myself, again, in doing this new moon ritual, one of my things that I'll be specifically focusing on is forgiveness. So I'm actually gonna make a phone call after this video. So I'm just excited, like maturity is here at its finest. So I'm going to, the space has already been cleansed with dragon's blood incense. I have my clear quartz here that's been charging in the sunlight. So I'm going to tap the deck 3 times and cleanse the energy, just to remove any readings prior. But we're independent from thought. We're independent from, that's so funny. That was not intentional. I see what happened there. When you're independent from thought and you move with good, that's true wisdom. All right, here we go. So it's about to get sweet. You hear the ice cream man rolling down? I'm gonna wait. Or he's turning. Let's cul-de-sac. He's gonna keep turning. Okay, look. Pardon. At this time, I would like to call my spirit team, my ancestors, gods, goddesses of love and benevolence, those who have my best interest at heart, my highest interest at heart. I apologize. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. Now I'd like to call upon these energies of love and benevolence, of light and of the dark, those who have fused together into one. I call upon you now to serve best in this guidance. May we do a general reading for the collective to best utilize it for our best selves, for the best of everyone. I'm still working on how I, call upon, but so long as they're called. And I also do call upon my higher self. Thank you for assisting me. So first I usually don't shuffle. I don't feel I'm a good shuffler, like in a technical sense. But let's try it. All right. Okay, let's just do one shuffle. Oh no, let's not do that. I think they're gonna be like half and half. Like half up and half down. Okay, we're not gonna do that. So I cut the deck, and now we're just gonna shuffle. That feels good. Just do it, feels natural. What do we need to know right now? How can we best utilize this energy moving forward? What message can we end on today and to always? Thank you. Ashe. I can't make this up. Number 11. Archangel Gabriel in turquoise. Safe to be seen. Wow, look at this. You see the moon here. We see a heart. It looks like like a feather, like a peacock, you know, and we have the sun and the moon merged together into one. I can't make this up. It doesn't like the sun and the moon have merged onto the world, have merged their light forces and their love. I apologize, but that is so sweet. That is so beautiful. That just literally confirmed what I just said. And what is so interesting, again, this even, you align with certain people for a reason, and I align with Miss Pravala heavily. And again, the reading she said today, it resonated so heavily, but it's safe to be seen. Tantra has definitely been calling me, so I'm very excited for my future because I know that I am a very sexual being, and I am deprived, and that is going to help. To you, my fault. But look, it is safe to be seen, not in a trashy way, but be you. So many of us have been playing caricatures of ourselves. I feel like I went into corporate lay, I went business lay, I went like lay. Like I've been me, but I haven't been me. And I'm just like such a huge release. I don't have the painting now, but that again, I go into events with the intention of there's a point to it. Like I don't go just for pleasure or leisure. I go to heal something. So when I went to trap art, I was healing my sexuality and reclaiming it and just being me. Like I'm just a natural prowess. Like hello, right here. So I just know who I is, and I was like, you know what? F all that. We're letting this go, and it's been jumping ever since. So I don't know what they have to say about this, but we're about to find out. So we have safe to be seen. Let's see what that energy is talking about. Let's read from the book, shall we? Damn, and we just talked about 11 questions. So here we go. We bring you the gift of safety in being seen. Put yourself out there. Over lifetimes, you have loved the earth, returning again and again to serve humanity, liberate the human soul from fear, and spread a message of love. You have spoken truths, shared messages, and inspired many. Yet, in your visibility, sometimes you have felt misunderstood and vulnerable. You have been admired and loved, but at times also feared and attacked for the empowering message you brought to the world. In you, there is a memory of this, and although you wish to share your light with the world again, there are times when the thought of being seen doesn't feel safe. We are here to let you know that you are protected in divine grace. It is safe to open up to your inner knowledge and to share your message with the world. The light in you is stronger than fear. It is time to shine fearless and bright. I'm going to just leave it there. There's nothing left to say. It's our time. If you're watching this video, it's your time because you stayed this long for a reason. So thank you. It's safe to do so. The roads have cleared now. I remember, and this makes so much perfect sense. One of the stories I shared during my workshop last week at the retreat involved me letting go of that past trauma as well. And one of the things that this person, in addition to knocking spirituality, continued to say was how I needed to not put myself out there. And I always feared putting myself out there until I said F it and then started putting myself out there, right? But even in still putting myself out there, I never really felt all the way authentic with it because it just felt like a sliver of me. But now, I don't know what kind of projects we're going to get into in the future, y'all, but it's going to be amazing. But what I'm getting at is I too felt that I couldn't be all of me and felt that people would judge and ridicule, which they're going to do regardless. But once you don't care and you temper your cares, oh my goodness, like it's going to become laughable. So just continue to evolve, continue to know what's true, continue to do what feels right. He's gonna just continue the journey because the mission remains the same. Okay. So even if you don't have turquoise, you can print a picture of turquoise. If you have a turquoise coloring utensil or something, I mean, utilize this time beautifully. Really get to know you even deeper. Not even get to know you. Learn to trust in the guidance you give yourself. Because we give it all the time. And so does the universe. So just continue to tap in because it's all reciprocity. See, like my win confirmations, however you get your confirmations. But yes, it is safe, my love. The road is clear. Go. Go, go, go. I'm going to close with that message. There is an invocation that comes with these, so I'll probably sit with it later and do it. Or after this, I'll sit out here and probably finish the spread for myself. But man, this was beautiful. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for your love and support. I thank you for being here with me on this journey. And I hope you found this beautifully hopeful. Readings will be available very, very soon. Just letting things flow. But I did want to plug, since you made it all the way to the end, I am going to do a flash sale. And I'm going to let you know first. We're going to do a flash sale for Black candles. So when we launched our candle line last year for the first time, Black was one of our number one, top bought, top sold, top all that. So instead of being overwhelmed this year, we're going to jump ahead of the gun and do a pre-sale. So these are going to ship out for October for the Halloween season, Hallows Eve season. I anticipate to have them shipped out between the first 2 weeks, so that way you can do whatever you need to do with them within that 2 weeks until the day or whatever, whatever you're about to do. But pretty much, long story short, Black candles are going to be flash saled at the original price. So let's back this up right quick. In addition to regular candles, so we have like our standard candles. Natural Lay is also working on a custom candle line. So those are going to be handmade, palm wax, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're still getting to that. But so right now we're going to reintroduce the standard line of the original plain candles, the 7-day Glass Novena candles, at the original price of $222 because they are currently $333. So all Black candles right now, pre-sale, $222, no quantity, no minimum required. And all you have to do is just put, well, I'll give more description, more information when I make that post. But you heard it here first. Well, I guess you need more information. Okay. You can Cash App, PayPal. Yes, we because I have to do shipping. Yeah, just send a message. Yeah, send me a message for now until I make the post with all the details, so I can work that out instead of trying to, wazam this right now. So yes, but yes, yay! Well, that is all the messages for now. I hope you enjoyed this, found this helpful. I found you in peace. I would like to leave you in peace with, again, the Anabacoa Divine Prayer. Anabacoa, Gidalat Yamenka, Satir Tisrara, Kabel Renat, Amsha Sagvenu Tarnura, Nargi Bor, Dorshe Yadeka, Kavavat Shamran, Armtaram, Rakamet, Zikateka, Tamid Gamlin, Shasin Kadosh, Raptuvka, Nahelarateka, Yakid Geel, Amchapanes, Greg Kadushateka, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushman Kazakatanu, Yodea Talamu, Rukshin, Kavod Malkuta, Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful, I'm so grateful. All right. So yes, even if you don't decide to do Pretty Boss's new moon ritual tonight, if you decide to create your own, that'll be beautiful. But ultimately, utilize this time, since it is new moon energy still, for manifesting the life you know you deserve. Use the power of visualization. See the you you've always seen, but in great detail. Take your spiritual bath, get your sunlight in, drink water, and don't you ever forget to stay magical. Always. I just got a white feather fall. I'm out on that. Love you.